Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Big Dave and I are up here near Jacksonville visiting a club fitter. We're gonna have a good time out here. David brought his bag, I brought my bag. We're just gonna go through the bag and see what we could be fitted for today. So thanks for tagging along. Please subscribe to the channel, guys. We're gonna have some fun today. Mr. Brad Fellinger here, fitter. Please tell me about yourself, sir.
Well, for 48 years I've been doing this industry. Grew up in Niagara Falls, Canada. Most people probably see this video might know me. Came over here, started this industry full time, and I've been doing the custom golf equipment since 1991.
From your website, I read you've actually fitted quite a few different type caliber players, huh?
Yes, so I started at Bears Club. Well, I got recruited by the Bears Club to do club fitting and building there. So I went over there and had the pleasure of working with a lot of the tour guys, Jamie Lovemark, Keegan Bradley, Luke Donald, Ernie Els, a bunch of the guys that are there. And it's just, it was great to have that experience, to be able to work with all those guys. And then after the Bears Club, went to Medalist, and I'm able to work with a lot of the guys there who were there. You know, especially when you got the pleasure of dealing with the mayor of Bloomberg when you go up north to the Hamptons. Deal with that, dealt with the gentleman years ago from the Today Show. I mean, you get that opportunity to do all that, you feel grateful.
Yeah.
And you never forget where you come from, but you feel grateful being able to do all that with those guys.
Right.
Yeah, it was a pleasure.
What do you say to the normal golfer that thinks that fittings are just for high caliber players?
Oh God, no! Oh no! Everybody should get fit. You've got to learn how to swing a golf club. But my job as a club fitter is to fit you, but also show you different things to where you may not see it, but I'll see it after I've been in the industry been playing golf for 57, 58 years. So I can see what you don't see. But that's all part of the fitting process. I'm going to show you a couple things. Not that I want to change you during a fitting, but I also got to show you a different way if something's not working, different way of swinging a golf club.
Yes.
And you know, even like today, I told you just raise the chin and just bring the club, and it works.
Yes.
You know, not that I'm changing your whole golf swing. That's not what I'm here. I'm here to fit you, but I need to show you a couple things if I see that's something wrong. If I don't do it, then I'm not doing my job.
Right. What are some of the products if someone's looking for specific name brands or OEM clubs? And I know you have some Wish-On stuff here as well. So so what are some of the products that you?
I showcase Tom Wish-On and Mizuno golf product. I have Callaway, TaylorMade, Cleveland, Srixon accounts, but I showcase mainly those. I will retrofit. I retrofit every major brand of golf clubs out there. So whatever you play, don't feel like you have to buy a new set, because I will retrofit and retool what you have. It's my job to build you a golf game. If it's using your clubs, whether it is a year or 5 years old, that's fine. It's all about the shafts that count more. And my job is to build you that golf game.
Which, on a side note, those are my clubs right there. They're all getting reshafted.
Yeah, I mean, that's the only other thing I have here is services. So what other services do you provide?
I do all club repair, facets of club repair. I mean, I can do the wedge grinding. I do hot melting. I do stamping. I do basically everything that pertains to that.
Right.
Shafts, I think I'm very well versed, and feel like I'm second to none when it comes to knowing shafts. I mean, that's what I do. Shafts are very important and all of that. But as far all club repair, there's nothing I can't do. Yeah. Really.
Yeah.
Golf, being a Golf Digest Top 100, Acura, Top 50 shaft technologist. It's just, I feel proud to have all those.
Right.
That's again, I'm not a small guy compared to business, but I am a small guy compared to the big boys out there. But I think my knowledge is second to none.
I'll tell you what, I've seen, it's the first time I've hit Acura shafts. You're a big believer in the Acura shafts, huh?
Yeah.
What do you think separates the Acura shafts from the other companies?
Flex, true to flex, consistency, control. I mean, the fitting's important, but I think the way the clubs with the Acura, the way I build them, they perform up and beyond most companies
Right.
I'm a, also, I deal a little bit with graphite, but I'm major into that Acroline. I think it is the best golf shaft in golf.
Right.
And they're made for all of us as club fitters.
Okay.
So we have that opportunity.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I noticed when you took a look at me and Phil's bag that our flexes were all over the place. And I believe you focus more on frequency.
Yeah, I do
is that
frequency,
correct?
and I still believe in the frequency process. And when you guys came in, when I showed you the chart, so I showed you. So I got a big chart like this in my shop. So when I spec out your golf equipment, when you come through the door and I spec out your golf equipment, I show you what you have. And again, Phil had a driver that was out here, his hybrids were down here, and the irons were out there. I mean, like the irons are playing triple X, the driver was playing basically in the ballpark of firm, and the hybrids were playing,
Less than ladies flex.
yeah,
or something
basically
there.
ladies, maybe senior.
Yeah.
And everything's
Right.
supposed to flow, and that's why I don't do anything unless I fit and build to one of these lines, whatever it may
Yeah.
be. And that's what I do, and like your driver. It was a little weaker than what it's supposed to be, a little long, I thought. So after putting all that together and showing you different stuff, that's when the process all comes together. This fitting's almost an easy part to a point. It's the building process is really the difficult part. But knowing you guys, seeing you guys swing, I can, in my head, I know where I gotta go, and I
Yeah.
made some notes on the worksheets to know what I gotta build and how I gotta build them.
Right.
And
Right.
and then we decided, we went with the Tom Wishon single length golf clubs.
Yeah.
But it's perfect, being 6'8". I know people think, well, you don't need long golf clubs. Well, yes, we do. And then able to build that entire set around 39 inches. Now it gets you to stay in your proper posture.
Right.
And that's the whole thing. And
Yeah.
even you, Phil.
Yes.
You were at 1 inch, but us going even 1.5, it got us set up to where you stand up taller.
Yeah.
And that makes your golf game, you need that athletic position. I don't want you to feel like you're crouched
Right.
over. And I don't
Yeah.
necessarily build the other way anymore. I
Right.
build to posture.
Right. Fitting you, it's just not what they're doing.
Well, I'm a member of this AGC. Yeah, it's just,
But watch that door, Phil.
Oh yeah, no, I saw it swinging
no,
over.
that's fine.
Yeah. I just got fitted for that shaft about 2 months ago. Didn't pay for it. The guy I went to fitted, he threw it on there and he says, this one seems to fit your swing pretty good, blah, blah, blah. So it's just been in there and I've been meaning to return it to him because...
So when you were playing there, a few of the holes, were they all going right? Or were they going fairly straight?
I get a lot of, not big right, but I hit...
High right. So what I'm talking about is the drooping
Nice high
right
fade.
field shots. That's why I was asking you. So I was trying to get to that point a little bit.
That's what I hit.
To where you hook, because his driver's a lot weaker than this. So your driver, I feel, might hook.
If I go at it, it does.
Right, and then when you slow your swing down,
And then I have to slow down.
but you don't, because you decelerate through the ball,
Yeah.
and then it hits that high right
That's
shot.
exactly my problem.
That's because of weakness of shafts. That comes all weakness. Now those irons, they're not weak. Out of all the 13 shafts, there's a couple that are going to be that strong, but that's okay because they're built differently, and they're 1.5 inches over, and there's some that's going to be a hair under, but they're all over 6.0 to 6.2, let's say. Everything's done off of this chart. So everything's been frequencied that way. I mean, I got 95 gram shafts, I got 105, I got 115, I've got 100. I don't have anything over 115. The reason why is if we're going longer, I don't want to go to 125, 130 gram, because then that's going to feel like a war club. I don't want it to feel real heavy and hard. I want it to feel a little lighter but softer. And that's again when I did Tommy Hunter. I wanted Tommy Hunter. I put him into 100 gram shafts. Hits a 7-iron 235 yards. His swing speed on a 7-iron is actually 113. His driver was like 130 on a 7-iron. So that's tour average.
Yeah.
The 113 for a driver.
Yeah.
That's not for a 7-iron. That's how strong this guy is.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So this is actually firm, or just, 253 at 45.5. This is actually probably playing stiff. So 45.5 at 253 is just right there. Call it stiff. It's close.
Okay.
And that's just, that's the graph that I use. That's all been pre-made. So when I started, I did the Bears Club stint for 2 years, working with all the tour guys. They turned around and had a scale, but their scale was almost 5, 10, 15 longer.
Yeah.
So, but I lowered this 15.
Yeah.
Because I wanted, when I'm trying to fit you for ladies for sure. I mean, most of the ladies clubs come down here. They're like 30 cycle. So for me to move the way the other ones was, I'm trying to move them 5 fluxes to get them to a ladies flex with their scale. So I just lowered this.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, just made this end. So now even for men, it doesn't matter, all the men, but everything kind of plays together. Now, everybody will tell you also that it's 5 degrees apart for frequency. Not really. My top end will end up getting really close, probably 2, 3 apart instead of 5. Yeah. But they'll start at 5, but because I lowered this end, it shallows it out just a little bit on flex. But it works for everybody.
Okay.
So I never had an issue.
Okay.
Okay.
So this shaft is Fuji, so I don't have any Fuji in my shop at all.
Okay.
So this is a 422 at, just measure there for it, at 40 and a quarter.
Okay.
So we got the frequency end of it. I know some people say because grip on, they say, well, it's a grip on, that's why the frequency changes. I do it this way. Every shaft I do is pure. Every shaft in there has been pure and everything. So.
Okay.
Okay.
So this is 251 at 39, 40 and a quarter. There we go. 40 and a quarter. So we got 40 and a quarter at 251.
Yeah.
Which puts us down here. So you got weak ladies, ladies, senior, regular, stiff.
Wow.
Weak ladies. So you're all the way down here. So
I'm
you're
a weak lady.
This is why this is tough, because now when you go at it, you've got to hook it.
Get hooked.
Or it has to
Pull
hook.
it or something.
Yeah, or hit it again by high right shot.
That's
It's a deceleration move. So
Yeah.
you don't really, nobody knows how to slow down.
Yeah.
You get a couple guys on tour. John Daly's perfect at that.
I have a hard time slowing down.
Right, you can't. So you decelerate through the ball, so everything stops, and then it just goes high right. It's like that right field shot. That's the problem.
That's it. Yeah.
So now,
Brad, you act like you've done this before.
48 years of this stuff.
48 years. Would it make you feel bad if I told you I was only 47?
63.
63.
But I did it up here again, so.
Now, I didn't get fitted for this one because my other hybrid had broken, so I bought this one. So the shaft is completely different.
Yep.
6 hybrid, completely different shaft.
So that's 279 at 39 and a quarter. So we got 39 and a quarter at 279
Oh, yeah.
right here. So this is, again, weak ladies, ladies, senior, and regular. At 279, that puts us right here.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So that's just above senior.
Just above senior. Okay.
So this is the problem is when you got this, so I know we're going to go to his irons for a minute. So once you try to hit this and then you go to your irons, you've got 5 different swings in your golf bag. Your driver's basically stiff. These are playing, we already know, ladies, let's call it. And you know, then when we go into, an iron.
Yeah, just grab 7 iron. It's a 120S taper. I told you we're gonna be some work for you, Brad. We're gonna be some
38 inches, but I'm okay in the length.
Yeah.
Maybe, you know, it's better.
Yeah.
But this is, watch this.
Yeah.
328. So it's the same thing. I'm going to call that 38 inches. So 38 at 328, we're up here.
Yeah.
So that's even stronger than yours.
Yeah.
This is, I think, just a hair longer than yours by about 1/8 of an inch. This is spot. But there you go right there. So, I mean, driver's barely playing stiff or stiff. Your hybrids are playing ladies, senior. That's what I'm saying. So
all over the place. You thought you were all over the place. I'm
that's
really all
where
over
the
the place.
problems come in. Yeah, I haven't even gone to your thing, but that's where. So you've got like 3. Well, we got 4 different flexes already. Just checking 4 clubs.
4 clubs. Yep.
And they all got to run. I don't have a problem if they don't run exactly on the line, but 1 or 2 cycles. Most of the guys aren't going to ever feel 1 or 2 cycles, but they got to at least run the line.
Yeah.
And that's where the issue comes in.
That's.
So.
I got it. There you go. Thank you.
All right, so let's go here then too.
Yeah, that's all over the place, ain't it?
Let's hope this is wrong.
Well, I'm sure it's not.
So 287. So remember your other clubs were 327?
Yeah.
8 iron.
So 39 and a quarter at 287.
Yeah.
So this is regular and that's stiff. You're right here. You're in between regular and stiff.
Yeah.
Do you hit that good?
I can, yeah. I mean, most of the time I hit my irons pretty decent, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
Especially up to a 6 iron. Once I get past the 6 iron, I can hit everything pretty decent up to a 6 iron. And then after that,
So your 7-iron's playing 4 flexes stiffer.
Yeah, they're completely different clubs. Yeah, they are. They are different.
Shafts are completely different.
Oh, I can feel it.
Right.
That's for
So
sure.
this is what, you know, again, you got the project decks on these.
Right.
I like the shaft, but everybody says, well, this is stiff. Problem is it doesn't play stiff.
Right.
It's out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, the shafts can say stiff all they want, the 6.0,
Yeah.
but it really don't play it.
Yeah.
They play a lot stiffer than what they are. I've done guys, I did these twins in the Golf Pro down south. It's in front camera, I won't mention names. Golf Pro down south said that, well, you gave him regular. I said, no, I didn't. I actually gave him extra stiff. Well, that's 5.5. The 5.5 play. I go by frequency because it works for me. It may not work for everybody, but I build a lot of golf clubs my time, and it seems to really work.
Yeah.
I just use it. But
Something
this
you can
just
trust.
plays a lot stouter.
Yeah.
I'm going to show you shafts. I'm going to show you 95 gram graphite, Acro graphite.
Yeah.
That's going to feel hard as a rock to you.
Yeah.
But that's playing here. That's 38 and a half. So I did all my 7-irons for you, 38 and a half, just to see. 38 and a half. But this is playing, we're somewhere in this ballpark with all my irons. Got a couple of them really stout, but
Okay.
right here, this is like 38 and a quarter.
Yeah.
So this is going to play just shy of X.
Yeah.
But when you feel that, now you're going to have a little bit of feel.
Yeah.
I don't want it to feel hard.
Yeah, I'm not super. I
Is
don't
it-
have a whole lot of. I got some speed, but it's not a lot. Especially when I first started playing, I could hit it miles, but I just kept losing speed, just trying to keep it in play.
Right.
You know, so it's not like I'm swinging the club 120 mile an hour anyway.
Right.
With a driver, I'd be lucky to be at a 105, maybe 103. Who knows? Maybe 100 at this point.
If you step on one, I think you get 108. You could probably crack 110 maybe, but you don't step on one because you got to keep it on the
I
planet.
don't
right?
because I've never been comfortable swinging hard with anything. You know, I just like you say, I lose them right, or then I go to hit it hard. Now I'm hitting it left or hooking it.
So with what you got in your bag, you've got driver, which is longer, and it's playing basically, that's playing regular.
Yeah.
You've got your hybrid, which is playing, what we say, weak senior,
Something
or
like that.
something like that.
Yeah.
And then we got this iron's playing triple X.
Yeah.
Your 5-iron's playing
Yeah.
regular.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
at the, what,
Yeah.
287?
Yeah.
Still not as messed up as my bag.
Yeah.
My bag's
That's
all
why I
over.
wanted to do irons and driver.
But yeah, so that's playing just regular flex, and your other one's playing, I mean, it's 3.5, 4 flexes difference.
Yeah.
So that's what we're going to look at, and we're going to change. So this way here, if we do something, we're going to basically run a line. I build everything when it comes to all that stuff. Even even when I do the Mizuno, I take everything apart. I put everything back together. I basically pure the shafts. I basically do the frequency, make sure they're as close as I can. So as I turn shafts, that turns frequency. That'll change the shaft flex. Is you can have as much. So if I put this in, this could be as much as a flex difference. If I can do a soft pure. You don't necessarily, on like the short irons, want a soft, but when we get into a 5-iron, 4-iron, more of a soft-sided pure will help the ball get up in the air.
Okay.
I was an SST pure licensee for like 8 years, from 2010 to through 2018.
Okay.
So everything I still do, I've had my work checked on the pure end. One guy checked me. How do you know? I said, well, go check. And he did. He actually went and paid the money to have it taken apart and put on. It basically came to where it was.
Okay.
Because we had a mark underneath the grip, so he would know.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they didn't take the mark off because they probably didn't know what it was, because they had to remove the grip to do it. So,
Right.
but it's the same. So this is what your kind of your DNA or your set is. It's kind of all over the place.
Yep.
This is kind of, from one iron, even though they're two different irons, one iron's different than the other iron. So
Yeah.
Yep.
hybrid's different, wood's different. So all we're gonna do is we're gonna go in the back. We're gonna start looking at we're gonna look at everything. We're
Okay.
gonna start swinging some golf clubs. Like I said, we're not in a hurry to do the long ways.
Nope.
If it takes 4 hours, it takes 4 hours, 5 hours, whatever. You want to stop for lunch? Stop for lunch
Yeah.
and go do something.
Okay.
All right.
We were eyeing that Whataburger on the way up. That Whataburger.
Whataburger, oh, yeah.
We were eyeing it.
We
are in the studio.
Adjusted.
Yeah. So this one is the one I just brought in. That's the
Right.
one that's adjustable.
Shafts on
That looks way better than I thought it would, to be honest.
So this is now going to sit up square. So I asked them to bend it. Since I got a great demo, and especially with this, I don't want to take a chance. It could bust it this way here. I have my ass covered at least on one.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll do whatever you think
But
we
this
need to do.
is starting
though.
point. So this is one. This is an
the
11
wish
degree
on
head,
heads,
turned
right?
down to 10. I have a 9 degree, which is probably standard.
Right.
My issue with that is if we like this, well, at least we can hit that just to get ideas of what we need.
Yeah, I've traditionally
So I
played
wanted
more
at least,
loft.
right.
Yeah, almost 12 is what I'm
Is that
saying.
what you normally play?
right around
I
11,
did
12.
But that's
Yeah.
okay, so I did this
Yeah.
one at 10.
Yeah.
But I got
It should be
11,
fine.
I've got 13s, I got 15, I got it all
Yeah.
there.
We'll see.
Well, whatever one works the best. I'm not worried about loft. I did a gentleman one day at the Medalist, took a golf ball. I said, okay. Well, I had him set on, I had tailor-made R15, I think it was, I had it set on 14 degrees of loft. So I had it set on 14, he was hitting it perfectly straight, and Bermuda, I think it's number 10, that has that dog leg right. I was over there doing club fitting once too. So I said, okay, so bang. So he hits it perfect. I got Mike Adams sitting down at the other end on his tee, and they're waving after about 8 balls. It's coming about 10 yards in front of him,
Yeah.
but if he ever connects with another one, it could hit him, which,
Yeah.
all right, I'm on camera, I should have. Anyways,
I can shut it off. You can
no, you're good, because I was going to say something, I was going to joke around and say, well, if it hit him, that would be fine.
Yeah.
No. But anyways, but that's why. So, but he wanted, so I built him a 12. So you build a 12 degree and you move it up to 14. Now we're here, we're setting up again with a little bit closed, higher, whatever. I don't know what he did.
Yeah.
I'm fine. It's perfect. I'm sure other clubs were good. But I'm just saying it just, when I kind of set you up with something,
Yeah.
gotta kind of leave it there. I'm not saying I'm perfect, but it should work even
Yeah.
indoors. It's going to work here. It's got to work on the golf course. It's actually got to get better. This may show you they hit a driver, 310. Don't always go by it.
Yeah.
It's a sim.
Yeah.
I got the numbers, I think, pretty tight. I've got some guys are hitting the ball the same way in here on the golf course.
Yeah.
That's fine. A couple guys that maybe are a little bit longer, a little bit shorter. I'm just not
Yeah.
going to keep adjusting to.
No,
to
there's
yours.
no, yeah.
Yeah.
I want, we got to go by where you're hitting yours and where we're going to be.
Well, I
So,
carry like
the
325 on the regular.
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah,
So
right.
this
What-
is probably going to show you about 350.
Yeah,
Gary.
so- yeah,
I've let
exactly.
the distance thing
325.
go a long time.
Yeah, and all right, one of the best club fitters. 2013. Hey, everybody. Big Dave's all excited. Look at his smile. Look at the
I am.
smile on his
I am
face.
excited. Feels good.
But how does the length feel? Does that still feel?
It feels good. Honestly, it feels good. It's like I said, I just lengthened those. Those were way shorter,
Yeah.
and this is a little longer, but it does feel good.
I'm not going to hurt you on anything when it
It
comes to
does feel
length.
good, and I like, what is this,
It's
graphite?
just 95 gram graphite. I've got graphite over there too.
Feels good.
The graphite feels good, man.
I'm gonna
Told
go
you.
with whatever we see needs to be
Yep.
done here. What is this, a sand wedge?
Yeah.
It's like 120. Well,
Have a little
105.
chunky.
Yeah, a little chunk.
So does that? Here's a pitching wedge.
Pitching wedge,
So
uh-huh.
we're going to go. This is going to put us at 38.5-inch pitching wedge. I want you to feel the difference.
Okay.
Just imagine it's not a pitching wedge.
Can I give that to you? I don't know if I can give you that on or not. Well, I could. It wouldn't bother me, but I want you to
Well,
feel
let's see what it does.
right before so you get an idea.
Yeah.
It's all about posture. There. So watch. So this is.
Oh, yeah.
But that's okay, that's-
Single link.
I was
gonna
gonna-
ask you
I have that
about, I know,
pitching
but I
wedge.
was gonna ask you about that. I was wondering if that would be beneficial
Oh, there we
for
go.
me.
But that's.
Mm-hmm.
I was wondering if that
There you
would be
go.
beneficial.
There's not. You got to like the top one. You don't like fat
No,
top one.
I don't mind this club.
Okay, so there is a 38.5-inch single length pitching wedge.
I want whatever's best for my game, Brad. I could care less about the looks, the make, the model.
And that's got the mid-size on it, that's all I put on. But it was, I didn't know where I was up
See,
against.
now that you got me in those bigger grips right away, I can feel myself having to squeeze that club harder.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
Well, your hands are big. That one there is not even big enough, but we can deal with it because it's a big difference from where you're going from. It's baby steps when it comes to grips.
Man, that feels good.
Ripped that.
That's a pitching wedge.
He ripped that pitching wedge. There you go.
Holy
180, 195,
That feels so good.
That's
pitching wedge.
95 gram shaft.
95 gram
So all
shaft.
that stuff can be done. So if we can go long, you feel head weight, but you don't get overall weight. Problem is
Yeah.
everybody wants to go most people don't do what I do. So they won't go 2 inches, 3 inches, but they want to give you 120 gram shaft. I can bake these shafts feel as stiff as I need them,
Yeah.
but that's how they got to be. They got to stay with them.
Got it.
Length.
What do you think about single length clubs for me?
I think
You
that's
think
wrong with
that-
them. Oh God, I don't have a problem with them. Yeah, I don't have a problem. And but as long as we can handle length, we can because you've got the bigger grips,
Mhm.
they take down the weight, so we can bring down the weight, even if those weights are D7, but we're talking about a 38.5-inch pitching wedge, or that whole set. So they're gonna be fine, because you've got bigger grips, that's gonna help us with the swing weight a little.
Right.
Overall weight, it's gonna counterbalance, so the overall weight gets heavier, but we're only playing 95 gram. So it's not like we got 120 grams along with a 60, 70 gram grip, let's say.
Yeah. I'm not even trying to kill this either.
You don't need
It's
to
just-
anymore.
Yeah,
All you gotta do is swing at it.
no.
Trust it, golf club will work, just gotta trust the system.
It does feel
So hit
good.
that again.
Okay.
And that's good. For your size, this is actually not a bad golf club. Yes, your 5-iron gets shorter on all that, but I can turn around. We can maybe do a 5 and 6 and 7-iron. 38.5, so we'll go up there to 305. We're just shy of 6.5.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I
it's
love
plenty
it.
stiff enough. I can tell you that. You
I
don't
love
need
it.
to, yeah, because it's going to be out of swing.
And the other thing I love about this is I've changed my grip a little bit. So now when I come back, it's bowing a little bit by itself, but it doesn't. I don't feel all that weight.
So do me a favor, bring it down again. Watch it. So when you grip, grip it. This is old school probably, but no, I want you to grip it. I'm going to bring the club back. So if you could feel this to come to here, see how this, now if we could go this, instead of so much bowed, and get this to where this is pointing to the sky, and now we don't have to worry about the face, but you're getting through the ball, we're hitting the ball straight. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna, that's fine. There's some guys that do that, you know, it works for Dustin.
Yeah.
I mean, some of my customers try that because they can't get that club. If you can get that club to toe,
Yeah.
and this toe, as soon as
yeah.
you bring it back,
Yeah.
that helps a little, but you're getting it back okay.
I love this.
that's-
I mean, we can play around all day, but I mean, this
So
just feels
that's
so
what
good.
I would do then. I would do 2 inches over 2 inches instead of the 38.5. I would do the 38.5 and then I would do 39 inches. That would be 39 inches across the board.
That sounds good to me.
Long enough? Plenty long. I mean, 39-inch
I mean,
pitching
with
wedges.
the wedge, with
That's
the,
what, 3 inches?
with the,
Close to-
with
a long
the, with the
pitching
wedge,
wedge.
I can just fill it in there.
But when you feel this, so this pitching wedge is only going to be a half an inch longer than then this, there'll be a
Yeah.
half an inch longer in this set. And now you can stay there. Even if you got to grip down a half an inch, grip
It's easier
down.
to grip
It's not
down.
going to kill you. It's better.
Yeah.
I'd rather see you grip down than have to worry. I'm telling you, 38, especially with that jumbo, that jumbo grip, it's
Yeah.
crazy how much better that'll feel. And that's the first one on 95 gram. But that length, I want overall weight to be less. That'll give us head weight, plenty of flex, because that's playing 6.5, plenty of flex, and we have length now with the jumbo multi-compound plus 4 grip.
Yeah.
I mean, that's perfect set for
Yeah.
you, for where you are.
I'm happy with this. I mean, we can play all day, but I love the way this feels.
And I'll just talk to them.
I'm
I'm
serious.
gonna, let me take this, I just want to swing weight this for 1 second, I'll be right back.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm straight them down the middle.
Yeah.
I don't
I-
even care about see.
Well, and you know
Look,
what though?
Originally, remember when I told you I wanted to talk to him about single link? It's funny he brought those out.
He brought it up first. Yeah.
Because, but this head right here was the one I was originally looking at.
That
It's
one right there.
587, 585 PC forged.
Right.
That's because
Yeah.
it's a muscle back set. But I was really curious about these because I read up on these. I mean, I was really curious about these single length irons right here.
Okay. Yeah. Uh-huh.
And here's the pitching wedge for it. Same thing.
Well, you
The
know what?
EQ1s, this is their single length version.
Yeah.
Man, that feels so good. And if I can get in the same spot every time with every iron,
Well, you look way more comfortable.
I
You're
love
setting
it.
up, you're
Yeah.
standing up tall, and you look way more comfortable.
So this is E0. So at 1.5 inch over on this, they're all gonna play in that ballpark of E0. But now we gotta put the jumbo grip on. And that one, the one I showed you on that pitching wedge or sand wedge or whatever, that had like 3 or 4 extra wraps underneath. So once I build it up a little more with the jumbo, you'll be swinging D7 swing weight.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's 2.5 to 3,
Yeah.
3 inches, 3.5 over.
Over.
Yeah,
So that's a big thing.
Yeah.
What's
And
different
you're-
on this one?
That's just
No,
mid-size
that's
grip.
the same one. This is the same one.
Yeah,
I
that's just a
did.
mid-size.
Yeah. It's like about when you take it away, you can feel where it's at more.
Yeah, I can feel the
Yeah.
head. And I don't know if that's a real thing or not.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, I can just, when I can feel the head, it's just,
You gotta have head weight. If you don't
Yeah.
have head weight, you don't have anywhere, you
Yeah.
don't know where anything is.
Right.
That's why when the shafts are built right, and you've got head weight, and you got the shaft flex, it works,
Mhm.
everything now everything's an extension of your arm.
Right. Yeah, see right away. What is this? The same
Same
iron?
iron, 5 iron. Like I said, the only thing difference is I want to go a ½ inch longer than that, 39. But with that bigger grip, even if it stays at E0, it's still not a bad. For that length on these golf clubs, pretty simple. It's not that bad.
Right.
A little.
Still in a fairway. Just pull a little left.
Yeah, and I didn't strike it the best. I
Mhm.
moved the ball up a little bit.
Look at your dispersion though.
Yeah, I mean, I like the club. It feels good. A little bit ball position, just figuring out exactly where it needs to be. That was hit solid.
Yep.
That was hit solid.
You think?
Yep.
That was hit solid.
But you're big enough. You're strong enough. There's no reason why you can't just swing at a golf club. All I expect you to swing at is 75, 80%. You don't need to swing anymore. 75, 80% is still going to get you a major 5 iron out of it.
I really like the way this feels.
That's fine.
This
So
is,
that's-
I like that. I
Okay,
can-
so we just do the one length. Bang,
Yeah,
done.
yeah. I mean, it feels good, and I can repeat it, and I like the extra length.
When you hit the ball, you say you're right or left.
Yeah, I like to see it go peel
Okay,
to
but
the
understand,
right.
so everything golf is 100, everything's opposites in golf.
Mhm.
If you aim left, where do they go?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And I like a fade.
That's fine.
You know.
But the shaft, my shaft, if I do my job right, you can set up like that all day. You can still hook off the stance.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
gotta get the proper shaft and
That's what I
shove it
was
in your
telling
hand,
you.
that'll work.
That's what I was telling the
Yeah, you can
gentleman
still
the
do
other
that,
day.
so that's not a big deal.
Sometimes I get excessively.
But I got you now on 12.
Okay. Let's see if we can work this. Ready? Golly. Okay, somewhere around
I'd say pretty good. Sounded really good.
there. She's going right.
Oh,
No,
left.
she's left.
Little pull left.
Little pulley.
Yeah, but look at that though. That ain't far off the fairway.
Yeah.
At 302.
Square. I'd rather have it just a hair closed, and you can
Probably.
maneuver that with your hands a little.
Yeah. If I could hit a little, in a perfect scenario, if I could hit a little pull cut, I would love to see a little pull cut. Still low, huh? That's just me and driver right
That's-
there.
Right, so that's you. Just,
If it says plus, that means 8 degree.
but the
We're
same
gonna
thing.
go boom.
There you
That's
go.
where I need
Now
to
there you
be.
go. You're done. Let
Right
it go.
there.
That was money. Sounded money.
Still low, but
That's
still
okay.
good.
But it gotta stay. It sounds really.
Let's hit
But
that.
we got.
10.99 is
That's
way
11.
better than I've had.
But that was decent there.
Yeah, I'll take it.
And that was 270 carry.
Yeah, I mean, you look at those balls. Trust me when I say I know that's not fantastic, but it's way better than what I see on the golf course with that other club. I'm all over the place with that other.
Right.
I think working on this and working on that little press angle there, I'm gonna hit one more and
No,
I
go
think
ahead,
we're
keep-
done.
All right.
So Phil can get in there because,
It's fine. Keep going if you need to.
well, bro, you know that I've always struggled with launching the ball with a driver.
Oh, yeah.
It just is what it is. That's something I have to work on.
Yeah.
But this feels pretty good,
Mm-hmm.
and I need to be right here. Right
That's all.
there.
So you don't have to have your hands. And I just want you to feel like you're bringing the club back square,
Yeah.
toe high.
Yep. Just like that.
Mm-hmm.
Watch this.
That's going.
Yeah, it's
That's
pretty
the
good.
shot right there.
That's okay, but that's left center. That's your left side.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Not
that's a good
center,
That's the
but
shot. I'll take that.
Yep. Yeah, right there, man.
This feels good. I think I can.
boy, I was off on the 10-degree head, didn't I?
Yeah. Oh,
Need a
yeah.
little more.
It needs the same driver head.
I haven't changed anything. I
It's the same head.
1.5 up.
That just felt really good.
The land on top of that was
Dang.
just right
Yeah.
on them, but yeah, those are all
All
in
5
there.
right there. The last 5.
Mhm.
All right, Brad, I'll take 3 of these. I'll take 3 of these. It feels really. I mean, as I turn and I get up to here,
But it stays with you.
It's-
But you're swinging.
that's
so
a good. That's a good way to
The
describe it.
video that what I saw when you sent it to me,
Yes.
your swing looks different. Now it looks like you're swinging freer at it. Instead of that other day, when I got it on my phone stuff, the other day it almost feels like you were stopping.
I'll tell you why. Because in that video from 2 weeks ago, it was the Black Diamond video.
Mhm.
From yesterday, I was doing this, Brad. I was front posting. And as I
Right,
front
more-
post and I turn, I get real tight,
Yeah.
and then I'm trying to force it through. My normal swing is I stay centered, and I just turn over the center, and I just swing
That's all you're
freely.
supposed to. It's a no-brainer. Just swing at it. Trust it. 75, 80% of your golf swing, you're going to hit it far. That, in
Yeah.
here, they're good.
Yeah. I was working on trying to improve my strike, and the front posting was stable, but front post was really weak. But now I went back to my center, just set up center, hands a little forward, and just turn it.
You haven't missed yet.
Yeah. I mean, it feels like a no-brainer. It absolutely feels like a no-brainer. They're all, they're all right there.
Yeah, they're all hitting right there.
Yeah, that's Brad, that's pretty amazing. Put me in one shaft.
It's just, yeah.
Hey, what about the grip? Do I need a bigger grip for my hands, or am I okay?
Now I'm gonna go here. Let's see your hands on the
Shoot.
left hand.
I mean,
Grab it though. But it's,
grab.
and see how you're overlapping a little
Yeah,
bit.
I can feel it.
So, I would tell you, I would go a little bit. Even if I go standard, well, that's already standard +2. Problem is when we start going into mid-size, they're gonna get kind of a little big on that. I don't want your hands not to work. I don't mind going, I might stay with that, like your grip maybe, but with just a standard, maybe add a couple extra wraps
Okay.
so that you won't overlap. That's gonna be a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
I just think that's small for your hands. I don't want it
I'm already-
overlapping.
Yeah.
I also don't want to change what we're doing here, but that's okay. That multi-compound grip's not going to change it much. It's your right hand, but
Right.
it's going straight. And if I don't even decide to go that one, then I'll go multi, but I will go just a standard black and white or black and red or whatever. Just a standard one and add a couple of wraps underneath just to
Yeah.
build it up a hair.
Okay.
But the mid-side would be way too big, and I don't
Okay.
want that.
Mid-size
And what
too
I
big,
see here,
Yeah.
I don't want to change much.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, if I'm hitting them like this with this grip, I know you can go a little bigger. It doesn't. I'm not as picky. Like I can.
That's 2 wraps already on that one.
Yeah. Well, I was playing a Jumbo Max.
Were you trying one?
Extra light. I had it on my old driver shaft, not
Yeah.
that one. I went back to that one and I hit it, but yeah, I've been playing a Jumbo Max
It's
for ages.
awful.
It's awful. Yeah. Well, this shaft feels very free. Like I could just set up and just turn. And then just let it rip. Yeah, it's
Dude, you're hitting that thing right down the pipe.
yeah. It's just look, they're all 6 right there lined.
Yeah.
They're all
And
right
I know
there.
what you're saying about the distance, but I mean, just look.
No,
you can
that-
see it's downhill. That's
Exactly.
not a big deal.
And this
But-
these are going at
But
least.
it's also computing numbers.
Yes.
It's not necessarily when we get out there.
Right.
I know this isn't jacked, but when you go
Yeah.
to somebody's store, I mean, they want you to buy equipment.
They jack
I'm not worried about that.
They jack
I'm worried about you.
Yeah,
Now,
yeah.
but they're not all, so I'll take good grades on this. They're not over the map, so they're still going straight.
They're going straight.
So
Yeah,
let's say
you can
this-
still hit a bad drive on this. Like
Right.
I've already showed you that.
Yeah, you can hit that, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
but it's
I
down.
believe these drives, like I said, are probably 250, between 240 and 260, which is normal because it
And if they
feels
go
normal.
to, but if they go
to me.
275 when you get out there and have fun.
Exactly. I have no
Yeah.
problem with that. I have no problem with that. I'm
That's
a
how
man.
that works.
This is, man, that's a, yeah.
I can't, even
That's
if I
shaft.
want to show you 2 or 3 more different, but I can't do a whole lot better. You're down the middle. It's not
Yeah,
like I'm
yeah.
losing anything no matter
Right.
what.
Right. Yeah. I have to build more speed to get it further down.
But it's 52 grams, so it's a little bit
52?
better.
I
It's a
know.
lot better shaft than this. Although I do a lot of these with Mizuno. Actually,
Yeah.
Mizuno discontinued the shaft, and that shaft was actually perfect for me because they were playing true to flex. So it
Yeah.
didn't-
I'll get the same grip that I got on my irons on my driver, right?
everything's gonna be the same. The only thing is, on that point is, then I gotta weight them just to make sure.
Yeah, you might have to add some.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to add some weight into it.
Yeah.
Anybody can keep hitting golf balls?
Yeah. Good. Watch what you're doing. Yeah.
Well, I had a lady the other day hit 160 golf balls.
Woo!
Okay, stop. Watch. She didn't stop at one. She just kept rapid fire. I said, oh.
She was gonna look at all the lines after she was done. That's what she was gonna do. Heavy
Yep.
front ball.
So I don't think this is gonna be long. Let me see what
Okay.
this is for a second. Okay, it's almost the same length.
Okay.
But I like the longer. This feels like it feels heavy stuff and dark.
This feels like my
Feel
old.
this. I know, but the shaft is stiff enough. I just want you
Yeah.
to try that.
This feels like my old PXGs. The yeah, what was that?
Wow. That is heavy.
I was wondering, man. This feels like more like what I used to do. That feels a lot nicer. And it's not high right, it's a little lefty. I don't know if I hit that off the toe. Felt maybe a little low.
Wait
Go
for a
ahead.
second.
You
to
wanna
show
look
you.
at this club? This is,
Be sure not to compound one errant shot with
this is
another.
like what you got.
Watch this. Right here.
So I want to just kind of stay with, I want to stay with these
So-
shafts
so
because they're
far.
longer.
You see it? Look what it did to the
Yeah,
face.
push it.
Yeah.
I didn't zoom a pro.
Hey, not that it matters, Brad, because I don't care, but what was the lie angle on those single length irons?
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna test them. I gotta find out because I still gotta.
Oh, okay, so they
Yeah, I
were
just-
pretty standard then.
Yeah, they probably are. I'm gonna tell you though when we get said and done here.
It felt
I
good
just gotta
though.
feel. Right.
It felt good.
I'm gonna feel this for a
Yeah,
second.
sure.
I think it's okay. It's having problems with that, I think, but try that. If not, I'll get a different head. I think I gotta maybe change the insert of that head. But I like, see the length now? We're going back up. I know,
Yeah, I
But
noticed that right away, like I'm feeling a little.
well, yeah, because watch this. So this is short. Let me just have one.
Ready?
Oh, yeah.
There's difference. That's
Yeah.
why, so.
But-
And that's close to what you got on your irons, probably half an inch,
Yes.
quarter inch longer.
Yeah, the guy, whoever had them before
They
me,
don't have
made them longer and.
Perfect. They
Yeah.
should be a little bit. I want you to feel like you're standing tall.
Yes.
Your chin up in the air just a little and then trust it, let it go.
Yep. That felt better. That felt better.
You can tell the numbers are running, watch this.
Yeah.
You can
That,
tell with the numbers running,
Yeah.
but don't, because when you start getting into, like this one here, I couldn't tell you if it's strong or not.
Okay.
More than likely, it's not real strong.
yeah,
But irons,
yeah.
a lot of times I'm gonna get you 15, 10, 15 more
Yeah.
yards, maybe more, sometimes on what you're hitting.
Sure.
Especially how stiff they are.
Yeah.
You know, that's all the
Yeah.
reason I'm saying. Well,
Right.
there's that 95 gram, I think again.
Okay, very good. Okay.
Watch this.
It's
See,
always
I-
good
just
to
a
be
little
in
bit?
play.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now I want the club face open in your eyes.
Yes, it looks a little.
Okay, chin up in the air just here. Now I want you to trust it and swing at it.
Alright. Dead center, flush. That was flush. That hit middle, right middle of the face. That was not much of a difference. He told me just to stand up a hair.
Watch the contact on this, because your club face was doing some crazy shit with your eyes.
But that's all it is. And that's why when it comes to the finish, it's hard. I don't want to always tell you,
Yeah.
but there's always something I can see
Man.
to adjust. And that's my job. If I don't tell you, tell you,
More
then I'm.
stable.
Struck it dead center.
But if I don't tell you, then we're not, you know, I'm really not doing my job. I'm not trying to tell you, you know, on the golf course.
Yeah.
I say something on a golf course once in a while, even though I don't play perfect.